In this video, I'm going to describe 34 simple things that you can do to boost your overall wellness. The more of these suggestions that you follow, the more likely that you will both feel and look better. You'll likely even experience improved performance in the bedroom. Listen to the full list and make the effort to follow the rules as closely as possible. And we guarantee that your life will change for the better. For the first tip, I recommend that half of the food that you eat for each meal should be vegetables. Vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, and micronutrients. And veggies are also loaded with fiber, which will fill you up much quicker than processed carbohydrates and sugars. They are also low in calories, leaving less room for other calorically dense foods. Increase your consumption of probiotic foods. Gut bacteria is incredibly important with regard to your overall hormonal balance and digestive health. Serotonin is an incredibly important hormone which tells your brain to be relaxed and happy. And a huge portion of the serotonin that is produced inside your body is produced by the gut flora that lives inside of you. Probiotics encourage the proliferation of microflora in the digestive system. Probiotics also improve digestion and motility, and they boost your immune health. Two of the best sources of probiotics are cheese and yogurt, but there are also a number of quality supplemental probiotics. Start your day with 16 ounces of fresh water. An early drink of water kickstarts your metabolism and helps keep your systems thriving. Cold water helps more than warm water. We suggest drinking as soon as you wake up, even before you turn to your morning tea or coffee. Eat thoughtfully and don't stuff yourself. The pleasure derived from eating should continue long after you finish your meal. Include nuts in your diet. A quarter to half a cup of pecans, walnuts, pistachios, or almonds daily is plenty. Just whatever nuts that you happen to enjoy. Nuts are loaded with healthy fats and carbohydrates and are a perfect snack to help you keep your hunger in check. Don't deprive yourself of taste. There are lots of ways to make healthy food delicious, and you shouldn't have to equate poor taste with good health. Every meal should have 20 to 30 grams of protein. 3 or 4 ounces of fish, chicken, or meat meet that requirement. There are also lots of other foods with protein such as beans, nuts, eggs, yogurt, and cottage cheese. Eat with a purpose. You don't have to eat a specific number of times per day to be healthy. Feel free to eat whenever you feel hungry, but don't let yourself snack thoughtlessly. Eating without thinking contributes countless calories each year. Add beans to your diet at least 2 times each week. Beans have lots of fiber and are really filling. Keep in mind that beans are calorie dense, so limit your per serving intake. Ensure that breakfast has a quality source of protein. Yogurt and eggs are 2 of the most common sources of breakfast protein, but it may also be a good idea to supplement your meal with whey protein. Many people neglect protein during breakfast, even though protein is vital to maintaining energy through a long morning. Include kale and spinach to your smoothie ingredients. These greens are high in nutrients, and the flavor blends seamlessly and harmlessly into your delicious drink. Include a source of supplemental vitamin D3 into your diet. Vitamin D3 is derived from sunlight exposure, but the majority of folks don't get enough. 5,000 units of supplemental D3 daily is recommended. You can also request that your doctor check your vitamin D levels. Supplement your diet with omega-3s. Your brain thrives when you get enough omega-3s in your diet. We recommend that you supplement your diet with DHA or EPA twice each day, 1 gram per dose. It's very important to choose an omega-3 source which is registered and approved by the National Science Foundation, or NSF. Remember that you don't have to clean your plate. It's best to leave a couple of bites left over, just to teach yourself that you don't have to finish your meal to be full. Portions in America have grown tremendously in the last 50 years. which has contributed heavily to the ongoing obesity epidemic. Every day, your food selection should look like a rainbow. Fruits and vegetables have different nutrients and tend to display a variety of different colors, dependent upon their nutritional content. By including foods of all different colors, you not only increase the visual attractiveness of your food, but this also ensures that you get adequate amounts of all the different vitamins and nutrients. Your diet should include berries. Brightly colored berries have lots of phytonutrients and are high in fiber. They also add a lot of flavor with a small portion. Berries are just as good fresh as frozen, and they also make a healthy addition to yogurt, oatmeal, and other foods. Cook your own food. By cooking more of your own meals, you learn more about the foods that you eat. It encourages you to pay more attention to portion sizes and nutrition content. It also makes it easier to try new things or search for healthy alternatives to the unhealthy foods that you eat out of habit. Limit your consumption of electronic media, especially at night. The bright light of your television and computer screen trick your brain into thinking that it's still daylight, making it both harder to get to sleep and harder to get an adequate night's sleep. Electronic media is also a major contributor to distracted eating. Eat fish at least once each week. Fish are an incredibly healthy source of protein, and cold water fish like salmon and tuna are high in omega-3s. There is a strong correlation between countries that eat lots of fish and healthy hearts. We strongly recommend fresh or frozen fish over canned fish because canned fish are loaded with preservatives. Limit your consumption of processed sugars. Foods and drinks like ice cream, cookies, sodas, and artificial juices are loaded with added sugar, which won't make you full and will only detract from your health goals. Eat fewer desserts made from grain such as pastries, cakes, and cookies. These foods have more saturated fat than almost any other food. However, don't let an occasional treat discourage you. There's nothing wrong with the occasional indulgence as long as you recognize that you are engaging in an indulgence. Just make sure you keep your portions sensible. Wait until you are actually hungry to eat. Our minds often tell us that we are hungry before our bodies actually need it. Cravings are a form of psychological hunger, whereas physiological hunger is more innate. In order to test your hunger, imagine eating a healthy food like an apple. If that doesn't sound attractive, then you likely aren't really hungry. Keep healthy foods in your house and limit your exposure to junk food and unhealthy snacks. If you keep unhealthy foods in your cabinets, you'll be far more tempted to eat junk food than if you have to go out of your way to obtain them. Drink a glass of water before every meal or snack. Filling your stomach a bit will help you eat less and may help you avoid snacks entirely sometimes. Make an effort to use MCT oil and ghee butter in place of canola oil and olive oil. These special butters help eliminate fat by encouraging ketosis. Boost your fiber intake. There are lots of good sources of fiber, including fruits, veggies, beans, quinoa, oats, and even supplements. You should have between 40 and 60 grams of oats each day. Plan a healthy menu each week and commit to your menu. Planning meals helps you eat healthier than eating on the fly. If you don't have a plan, this makes you more likely to turn to fast food, junk food, and processed food rather than the wonderful food that you could be eating. If you eat lunch at work, make your lunch the evening before. If you prepare your meal early, you'll make sure you don't rely on cheap junk food from a vending machine. And if you make your lunch full, you'll resist temptation more easily. Control portion size by using smaller tableware. You're more likely to overeat if you use bowls and plates that are larger than a sensible portion should be. By combining smaller tableware with our earlier suggestion to not clean your plate, you further encourage yourself to eat fewer calories. Avoid diets which encourage you to eliminate particular vegetables and fruits. There are so many great ways to lose weight, but there are also a lot of hacks out there that will try to sell you a magical formula to lose weight. Vegetables have such modest calorie content that there's never a wrong time for them, and all fruits are packed with nutrients. The primary issue with fruits is that they do have high sugar content, but you should eat a wide variety of fruits even if you control your overall intake. Prepare vegetables when you have the time and opportunity, and keep them in plain sight in the fridge. By making your veggies ready to eat on the go, you reduce the risk of overlooking them for something easier. Include a quality multivitamin into your daily routine. It's hard to include all of the nutrients that you need into your daily life, and there's a real chance that, even with diligence, your weekly meal plan could include some nutritional gaps. There's always room for more vegetables in your diet. We can't emphasize enough the importance of vegetables. For the most part, all of these suggestions are likely recommendations that you've heard before. The important thing is to take a list like this and convert it into a plan of action to improve your health and your life. By taking control and making small but certain steps to good health, you bypass the need for the cleanses, detoxes, and other magical diets that you hear about online, on television, and in magazines that may not even work. Thank you for watching.